I have a couple of musical hot takes that I would love to discuss with you. I'm not even really sure if I would call them hot takes because they have been covered before. I would just say perhaps an alternative perspective. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Darren. Most of my videos are actually music videos that I make for my own music that are very low budget. Hopefully entertaining, but once in a while I like to do this type of content. My first hot take or alternate perspective topic is shred guitar. Now, just a little context, I am a guitar player. Most of my music is instrumental, guitar-based compositions. However, I'm not a shred player, really. Occasionally I get lumped into that category just because playing instrumental guitar music, but really I'm not a shred guitar player. I dabble a little, but I dabble in everything. With that out of the way, I just want to point out that I'm also not tackling the fake guitar playing that we've seen so many videos about. So what I am talking about, however, is if you watch a video where somebody is like shredding, by definition, playing really fast and furious and to a high degree of virtuosity, there will always be the comments, right? Always be the comments that say there's no soul, no emotion, no feeling. And you know what? Let's just say it, Comfortably Numb, one of the best guitar solos ever put to tape. I'm not going to argue that. I get it. But so the same argument can be made for Hot for Teacher or Get the Funk Out. Are you playing within the context of a song, and are you relating to people? So that's not what a lot of the videos that we see of shred players really is about, right? It's kind of like, look at me. I will say I will never ever diss anybody who puts in the time to reach such an amazing level of virtuosity as some of these players, and that's just obviously a small part of what they can do. Now, here's the question that I have for you. Have you ever heard anybody make those kinds of comments on another instrument? Somebody on a violin or fiddle, just burning, right? They're playing really fast. Does anybody ever make a comment saying there's no emotion, there's no feel? Piano, like whether it's country or jazz or classical, people play fast on the piano and audiences love it and they feel something. Nobody is ever going, there's no feeling to that. Just because it's fast does not mean that it's not full of emotion and feeling. I get it. Sometimes things do seem a little bit sterile, and I think the guitar fakery is not helping that. I think it actually makes it worse. I love stuff like, Get the Funk Out and Hot for Teacher. I love that because it's within the context of a song. It's a great melodic solo. You can play melodically and with a ton of feeling and still be burning. You can still play fast. That's where I sit, but I'm just putting some defense out there for those who just want to play really fast because even vocals, rap, let's say rap, for instance. I don't know a ton about rap, to be honest with you, but I don't think people are saying based on the speed in which somebody is rapping that they have no emotion or feeling. Rap seems to be all about emotion and feeling. And let's take it a step further. What about just different genres and different eras? Go back and listen to Rock Around the Clock. That was a fiery guitar solo. What about, I just go watch those old videos with Chet Atkins and Jerry Reed and Roy Clark and Glenn Campbell, and a lot of those country pickers were just flying. They were basically shredding before shred was a thing. And a lot of it was just instrumental. They were up there entertaining crowds. Watch some of these videos. Go search them. You'll be surprised if you haven't seen them already at how great they are and how much people were into it. And if you watch those videos, there's no chance in hell you're going to say, well, there's no emotion in this. There's no feeling. That's just kind of stupid. Anyway, I would love to know what you think about that, the perception of shred guitar. Number 2, constructive criticism. Is it a thing? Does it even exist? When people are leaving comments, for example, one of the things I notice, and not so much on my own videos, I like to say I've been fortunate that I haven't received much hate, but at the same time, if you're not popular enough to the bigger you are, the more hate you'll probably get. So, you know, some of the biggest artists in the world are getting the most hate, and they seem to be doing okay. Anyway, a lot of times when I'll see comments that are kind of negative, but they're just like marginally above a hater because they're going at it with like it's constructive criticism. But is it though? Is it constructive? Is it meant, what's the intention? Is it meant to be constructive? So if somebody leaves you a comment, let's say they don't really use your service, or they don't listen to your music, or they've never bought anything from you, they've never come to one of your shows, they leave a comment saying, you know, you should do this, whatever this is. And let's say you take it seriously and you go, hey, thanks for that, I'm gonna change that. And then you change it, and then you do that. Do you now have a new fan? Is that person going to buy the next album that you put out, or this next single? Are they gonna go to your show? Are they going to share your stuff with their friends because now they're a fan because you did whatever it was that they wanted you to do because they didn't like you? I feel like if you chase that, you're basically not being yourself, and you're chasing, you're making music now for the people who don't like you. So to me, I'm gonna focus on the people who do like me. Now, okay, I was kind of being a bit goofy at the beginning saying, does it really exist? You know what, if Bob Ezrin came to me and said, hey, you should, you know, consider doing this with your production or your songs or whatever. Well, Bob Ezrin is a proven, you know, yeah, I'm all freaking ears, right? Tell me what you think. But a random person like the Keyboard Warriors, for example, I guess my question is, what do you think the intent is? Do you believe that people who leave constructive criticism in comments online are deliberately doing it with the intention of helping, or they just want to criticize, but they don't want to be mean? Those are my 2 topics. I would love to hear what you have to say. I think there are a lot more things to be discussed when it comes to both of these topics, and maybe you have a perspective that I'm totally missing, and I would love to hear about it. I think the next time, since we're talking about constructive criticism, the next time it might be fun to delve into some of the things that people have said to me at gigs. So live shows, some really weird criticisms or observations. Have to narrow it down, like the top 5 things or something, otherwise it could be an ongoing series. All right, that's gonna be it for me today. I hope you guys had fun, enjoyed the video. If you like this stuff, you know, click a like and subscribe. It's not your first day on YouTube, you know what to do. Tell your friends, and yeah, watch one of my videos. Leave some constructive criticism that I will promptly ignore. See ya.